Grab the mic. Oh, the whole mic. Okay, around the cupping.
Yeah, perfect.
Welcome everyone. We're here finally for our first shine.
Yes.
Thank you.
Super exciting.
I know.
Beautiful morning.
Yeah, it's
gorgeous.
Yeah, and I'm going to teach Sammi because she's doing some amazing things here on the coast and New South Wales, Queensland, in Victoria. Yeah. Sammi is a wild and daring fermentation revivalist. She is a workshop facilitator, presenter, speaker, nutritional researcher, foodie, wild weed forager, mother and owner of Fermenting Australia. Sammi is also one half of the Gut Warriors, a dynamic duo who travel around the country teaching sell-out gut health seminars. Sammi is also a qualified
Now the fun part starts.
birth support. What do you know? Yeah. Infant massage instructor, swimming teacher, dive master, Reiki practitioner, and shamanic practitioner. How do you do all that?
I keep very busy. I would call myself a retired doula, and a few of the things that you step back from because you need to prioritise sometimes. So put your energy into different things at different times. But definitely it's kept me very busy.
So good to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to have you guys here on my balcony.
Thank you so much for having us on your balcony. It's such a beautiful energy here.
You can smell around.
Yeah, the smell is absolutely.
Yeah.
And when we came, you were cutting some veggies, like, oh, that's so cool. Living and breathing what you actually do.
I think that's important.
It really is. Tell us a little bit what the Central Coast means to you.
I love the Central Coast. I've been back here, living here at Avoca for about 18 months, and I've really, at the moment, just sort of re-establishing myself on the coast, finding my community and finding my tribe this time around. And I think each time, you come to an area, you find people at a different, to meet you where you're at. So I'm at a deeper level in my life, so I'm meeting really powerful people in my life at the moment, which is really exciting. But the Central Coast is fantastic. So I grew up in Sydney and we had a holiday house on the Central Coast. So I've been coming to the Central Coast every summer since I was 6 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there is a deep connection.
I have a long-term connection here. I just adore it. So this is, I know this place so well. I moved down here again from Queensland where I was living when my son was born about 8 years ago. I was about 36 weeks pregnant. So I walked up and down Kilcare Beach the last days and weeks of my labour, and then with the newborn and all those beautiful things. So I had that sort of connection to the coast.
Wow.
And then I moved away again for about 5 years, and I moved back again about 18 months ago. So every time I go away, I come back.
Wow. It pulls you back.
Come on, Sammi, come on.
It does. And I
Okay,
feel like I'm here now, and I'm here and I'm ready to put some roots down on the coast finally, properly as well.
I know that feeling.
I know, it's a beautiful place.
It's really interesting. Yeah.
And that drive, that call to let's establish and let's find your people, really breathe the land.
Yeah. And it's a powerful land. Talking about the land. Whoa.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot of energy.
There is.
there is.
What's your favorite place on the coast?
I love Maitland Bay. Yeah, I walk to Bullen Spur a lot. I walk to Maitland Bay a lot, and go through a tree forest on the way to Bullen Spur.
Oh, you have to hang on and walk with me?
I will. I don't have it. I lose words on that. Then I go there.
Wow.
3 hours. Yeah. So that's my special.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chris said, we could do this interview in a special place. I thought, could we do it amongst the Goffra Forest at Maitland
Do it
Bay?
again one day.
It might not be the most practical.
Yeah, all we need is internet.
Yes. Which is kind of everywhere.
Exactly, nowadays. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more how you help people, because you are pretty busy.
Yes.
You have done so much and you're doing even more.
Yes. I'd love to reach that point one day where you go, I'm not busy today, I'm not busy anymore, but I don't think that day will ever happen, so I've accepted that.
You're a creator.
Yeah, I
That's
am.
it,
I
exactly.
am.
Creators don't.
Yeah, and like I said, used to be a doula, and a doula is a birth support role. And I always say, like, as women, as creatives, as humans, we birth all the time. Whether it's we might not be birthing babies, but we birth ideas and businesses and friendships and relationships. And I feel like I'm always birthing a new creative project, and it's always conceived and just sort of marinating it while it's ready to come into the world.
Fermenting.
Yeah, right?
It's like all coming
Right.
together.
They do. So
No, really retire doula then.
I'm just birthing different things. I'm just birthing businesses and healing projects and things. Yeah.
So what are your
people you think that
Well, at the moment, Fermenting Australia is my main business baby, which takes me all over the country, teaching fermentation classes and workshops, seminars. I'm so pleased to have people here, sometimes at Evoca, which is beautiful to have people come to me, rather than travelling. In October, I did a big tour of Queensland, which is great. Yeah.
Outback Queensland.
Outback Queensland. Yeah, I love regional towns. So, I'm in my car through the red, dusty roads and just the music's blaring, and I get to take my fermentation to Emerald and Billawheeler and all these beautiful regional towns, which I love.
And they really need that.
And they receive it so well. They really value the effort it's taken for me to get there. But they need that. I think often we forget about regional towns. We're so Sydney-centric, we're so East Coast-centric, and we
For the
forget that.
world.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Everything's about where it's big and flashy and bright. And I had 35 people to my class in Emerald.
Wow.
And they just, it was just so, that knowledge is needed all over the place.
Do you have a heart for the inland Queensland? Are you?
The desert speaks to me a lot. I love the coast, but the desert speaks to me. I lived in Rockhampton for about 8 years, so that Queensland earth, I feel very at home there. Yeah, so the dry, dusty road. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So that was earlier this year, which was great.
When did you start doing Fermentation in Australia? It's such a great name, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. It's pretty big name.
Yeah.
I set up some big shoes to fill, and I've sort of grown into it. Yeah. Like this country, I own it. So I went, and people often contact me going, what do you guys doing? How, who organises your touring? I'm like, it's just me. Just little old Fermenting Australia, it's just Sammi, But I feel like I've stepped into that role. And that's about 5.5 years old, my business Fermenting Australia. I've been fermenting myself for about 12 years.
Wow.
And I've got a background in nutrition and health, and so that's been my love for a very, very long time. And being able to realise that I had something of value to teach people, and that people were craving that knowledge, and that it was healing people and changing people, and I get feedback and results from people. And for me, the fermentation fits with the host here. Hello, welcome. We're just doing an interview, but come in.
Hi.
And a great signature.
You Sammi.
Yeah, that's me.
Hi. I sometimes leave boxes and stuff.
Yeah, I have a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we can edit this.
Oh,
We're live. We're live.
This is real life on the coast.
Yeah.
This is real life working from home.
That's it,
Deliveries
exactly.
and businesses, and I'm just working on the computer and delivering
1 million
up.
things
So,
at once.
You're working from home too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
It
great.
is. Thank you so much for doing your work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I was going to ask that with your fermentation, did you learn about gut health before that? Did you know about the benefits of gut health of fermentation before, or did that evolve?
It's kind of a mixed process. I was studying naturopathy and nutritional medicine, and I remember having one late night sort of reading this in my textbook and having this real aha moment when I was reading about the link between gut health and mental health. And at the time, it's just a small little paragraph, because now it's so big.
Yeah.
But 12 years ago in my textbook, it's like, and there's a intangible but somewhat promising link between gut health and mental health. And I went, But I remember the whole world just went woo, 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 and it was that light bulb moment. I've seen a lot of people around me struggle with mental health. I had a partner, a few years ago, had severe mental health problems. We've all been on our own journeys as well, and I went, oh my goodness. So I think I sort of just filed that one to the back of my mind a little bit, and just went, this is big, but I'm not quite ready to, go there. Yeah. And then I remember looking into diets, and I remember following for a while, really trying to find what was right for me, and being quite young and not really knowing everything, looking into macrobiotic diets, and there was this big part of macrobiotic diets that involved fermentation. And I went, oh, that's way too hard. Put that in the too hard basket. No, not for me. But I was 22 or something at the time.
And it was not really cool back then.
No, it wasn't cool.
That you're not
it was
do.
not cool. But then slowly it started. I went, there's something to this, and I was seeing more and more. And me, always being quite creative and birthing new projects. I'm like, Margaret, I'm going to try this sauerkraut thing. I didn't know anyone who made it. My family in Poland, I'd been over there and they made sauerkraut. So it was not unfamiliar to me.
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of those flavours. That no one in Australia I'd known had ever been making anything like this.
Well, you just got in a jar in a supermarket.
I just kind of tried. That's it.
Yeah, or the cooked
Or in the cans and things. And I made it. Oh wow, this is quite easy.
Isn't that
kind of embarrassingly easy.
It is, really.
Yeah, and delicious. And wow. And so I just started sort of making more and more. And so for a long time I was the weird lady whose house smelled like sauerkraut. And I'd go to the greengrocers and buy 5 cabbages, and they'd be like, how would you possibly, we don't know anyone who buys that many cabbages, and now, you can't get organic cabbages, there's so much demand for them. So I went from being, the weird lady with the smelling house to, really quite hip and cool. So, I don't know. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is that what you flow through into the Gut Warriors? When did you start that?
That's quite recent. So Jaya and I Jay's my business partner, and we started the Gut Warriors earlier this year. Yeah. So we've known each other professionally. We've really, respected each other for about 3 or 4 years. We became friends, personal friends a couple of years ago. And got to the point she would come to Avoca because the Central Coast is beautiful. From Sydney, just for a weekend, just to get away for the weekend. And we'd sit here, we'd just talk about food and nutrition and health and our philosophies. And so we've got something here. We've got something that we need to share. And I was feeling, I love teaching fermentation. I love the food side of fermentation. I touch on the gut side, but it's food, it's flavour, it's fun, it's lifestyle fermentation.
That's what people relate to a lot too.
And how do you make it work in your kitchen? How do you feed your family? How do you make flavours delicious? So that's where I was really going with fermentation, which I love, but I wanted to really share my knowledge around gut health and a whole sort of healing protocol and the whole nutritional side of it, of which fermentation is a beautiful snapshot, but it's not the whole picture. And so I felt like there was all this knowledge I had to share that I wasn't able to kind of express, especially working in cooking schools and things like that. We can't talk about, gut health so much. So the Gut Warriors was born. Our 12 months of, fair few tours. Yeah, we had our last seminar in Sydney on Wednesday. So we've been to Canberra and Dubbo and Orange and Wagga and Taree, Sydney, all over. And we like
spreading the word.
It's just growing, right?
Well,
You started with the seed of fermentation, and it's just
to allow it. And we sort of said, let's do one and see what happens. And the first one sold out with 120 people.
Where was that? In Sydney?
On the Central Coast.
It was on the Central Coast, right?
Yes. Well, we have to launch it here.
Yes, of course.
Of course. That was a no-brainer. And that was fantastic. And it was really beautiful to be supported by our community, my community on the Central Coast. So all my businesses, I like to allow them to grow organically, see where they go, let them evolve, because I think, birthing a business, they have their own journey, and sometimes you don't know what that is, so you can't create the big picture. You just need to allow the big picture to come.
Exactly, like a
Yeah.
child, right? You
Like,
can't
it's-
say,
yeah.
you will be a musician one day.
Exactly. You need to
Well,
follow
some parents
you know,
try.
their journey
Yeah,
and their trajectory. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So will there be, so you said today you have another fermentation class here.
Yes, I do.
When are the next ones?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, that's cool.
So
Give us the sneak in for tomorrow.
I
that
actually
one
have
is
one spot available tonight still for it's a kombucha class, and then tomorrow's fully booked. And then that's sort of me for the year, which
Yeah.
will be really nice to have a break.
Definitely.
Most of January I have off teaching. I've got an engagement at Newcastle Museum. I'm teaching their Summer of Science up there. I'm doing a few fermentation, microbiome classes. The science. So I get to then, I love like now I can nerd out on the science side. When I go to cooking schools, I can talk about flavour and food, and when I teach at home, I can say whatever I want, which is great too.
I'm sure it comes out how you want it to be.
Absolutely.
And the group, that's what I find with running like workshops. It's so beautiful, like no class is exactly the same because there are always new people coming in, and then it's like, this is what you're interested in. Yes, let's talk about that one now.
And everyone has their own experience that they bring to the table, and you really get to engage with people, and that's what I love. And to see them have their aha moment or their light bulb moment, where you just go, and it clicked, or I don't know what it was, but something just related to them and their life's experience and their journey, and to know that in a really small way you're part of that somehow. It's really beautiful.
I think that face-to-face workshop does give a lot both ways.
It does. It does. Yeah. I love that.
If we would just go like let's do a bit of time travel. I love time traveling back and forth. So if we just go back like 5 years into the past, and you look from there up to your life today, what are the things that you would have never been able to imagine?
Gosh, well, I mean, my business is 5, 6 years old, so I was really at its infancy, and I think, like, I don't want to assume, but a lot of people starting a new business thinking, do I actually have anything of value to say and to teach, and who would listen to little old me? And thinking, well, I think I've got something, and I'll just do one class and see what happens, and just backing yourself in a really small but very, very humble and very quite nerve-wracking way, and not just going, everyone listen to me, I'm an authority, because I'm not, and I'll never pretend to be. But 5 years ago, I was living in a solar-powered house in the mountains up in the Manning Valley outside Taree, living quite a different life. That really, my business was formed there. A lot of my spiritual journey, a lot of it really began up there as well. The land really opened my connection to spirit and to the land, to the trees, and that, fermentation really fits the spiritual journey. I have a beautiful metaphor of, the hero's journey and the role of fermentation and my journey. It's a very, very strong sort of metaphor, like comparison, because we start with these really humble ingredients, cabbage and salt. We chop them up, we throw some salt on the wounds, we bash the crap out of them, and we put them in a jar. And when you think of the hero's journey, they go through this ordeal, and they have this moment of I guess it's a moment of this humble moment where you put them in a jar, you pack them and you stick them in the dark, and you don't know if they'll survive. And it's you're on this precipice of survive or die.
Wow.
And for me, you leave these dark jars of broken cabbage in a corner, and you just have to have faith, and you just have to have this moment of trust, and you leave them. And then some people question whether they've gone off and whether they're worth throwing up and giving up on and discarding. But if you have trust in the process, and that we all go through these dark moments, and we have to honour the sitting in the jar in the cupboard in the dark, starting to slowly rot. It's a very important moment in the dark night of the soul. And then what comes back rewards you with something that's bigger than the sum of its parts, more rewarding, life-giving, full of life, and completely transformed.
Such a beautiful analogy.
but it couldn't.
Sauerkraut the same.
Yeah, but it couldn't have become what it is without going through that process.
Yeah.
And I see that as a metaphor for anyone's spiritual journey, most people's life journey,
Absolutely.
the hero's journey.
It's all nature's journey.
yeah.
You start and you do, you decay, but that goes back. You start.
Yeah. So back to 5 years ago,
Yeah.
I was probably the sauerkraut stuffed in the jar in the cupboard.
Did you
And
have big dreams or anything when you
yeah,
started?
absolutely. I think the reason I went with the name like Fermenting
You
Australia.
had big dreams.
I had big dreams. I really did. And I remember at the time going, should I be called Fermental or these fun little plays on names? I went, no, I'm going big. And I'm going to fill those shoes. I wasn't ready to
Didn't
be
know
big
how.
at that point. I didn't know how, and I think that's the journey. Sometimes you just know what, not how.
Yeah.
And the journey takes you there
Yeah.
itself.
I think,
Yeah.
I think that's an important thing. I think a lot of us dream too little or too small. But to dream big and then feel that dream.
Or not. And to dream big and to not feel that dream, I think, is okay as well. But to have something that, really, it's bigger than, you push yourself to achieve it.
Just start.
Yeah.
Isn't that? It's like so often it's just about starting. Like what you said, you were doing your own sauerkraut, and like maybe someone wants to learn about this as well because you realized all the benefits that other people had from it. So it was like I feel like more people need to hear about it.
Yes.
And it's kind of your job.
Yes.
Please share this.
Yeah.
It's the gift that you have, that you discovered that you found that link at a time where it was like so tiny and nobody really knew about it.
Absolutely. And I think, now what an amazing time to be alive in terms of
Gosh.
microbiome medicine and gut health. And I read new articles every day, and it's growing, and we don't know everything. I don't know everything, and far from it, but that's what makes it so exciting. And I think to keep this curious nature of never knowing everything and always learning more and never reaching the point of arrogance where you think you know everything.
I figured it
The
out.
moment you do, you get dropped into a very humble place. So that's great.
Yeah, universe has its ways to teach you.
Oh, it does.
To continuously remind you of stay humble. Stay humble or I will bring you down.
That's right. I
Yeah.
think it really does. So,
Yeah.
That's always
What do you recommend someone who's thinking about starting something? Anything like
a business.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think it may be a cliche, but do what you love. I think when we grind against the wall that isn't working for us or it doesn't align with us, you'll always be working and you'll always be hitting walls. But when it's something that you love, I think my strongest feedback I get from people is, we can just tell you're so passionate about what you do. I think, wow, well, it's easy to be passionate about it because it's what I love, and I believe it's what my soul calls me to do. I feel like my knowledge of fermentation isn't just from books and isn't just from experience. There's something higher that has been. I feel like it's an ancestral channeling that I get, and so it's something that drives me. And so I think when people want to start something, the rest will flow if you love what you're doing. And it will become bigger than you because it is you.
Shiny.
Yeah, exactly.
It might be the sweat, it might be the... But no, I'm very passionate about what I do, and I am constantly evolving with how I teach and where my career is taking me with it, and into my new sort of ventures, which I'm sure we'll talk about soon. But it makes sense.
So what's up for Sammi and fermentation? Not only Fermenting Australia, but what's up for you for the next year? So we are now like at the end of this year.
So it's sort of 2019 goal setting and all those types of things.
Are you doing that? Like really like strict goals for every year?
I try to a point. I like to do a vision board. I like to as a creative, I can get a little bit all over the place. So I do need to channel my, my energy and focus. I think have a focus. Someone told me once, don't do lots of things half-assed. Focus on one or two things and do them well. I think
It's a little hard sometimes though.
It is.
Maybe two.
I'm thinking one or two, maybe three or four. And I'll try and do them well. And I'll try and keep all those balls in the air and not drop it. Which I think is good. But I wouldn't say I get bored easily, but I like to have a few projects on the go. I like to be able to go from different mind states, from focusing on one thing to another, and that's what drives me. This year I've had a big year studying as well, so I completed a diploma in counselling.
Congratulations, because you just completed
Yes, I literally handed in my last assignment about 4 days ago.
A whole year of studying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which going back into sort of adult education, I mean, I've been to uni, I've done an advanced diploma and a bachelor's degree, but to just be like, oh, yes, studying. Yeah,
that's how
late night assessments and reference. Oh, I just forgot how intense that journey can be.
Being a mother.
Yes. Touring, travelling, and going, I've got an assignment, or kids and swimming lessons and assignments and study. So that was diploma in counselling, which I'm totally humbled to have completed. There were a few times there I didn't know if I'd finish it. I nearly gave up, but I did it. With the view to become a counsellor, working in private practice from home, my room here. It's lovely.
Just to come here is already healing.
I know. I think people just calm down and not continue when they're walking. And for me, the counselling was, I went through a lot last year, and I actually had a moment of another sort of, sauerkraut in the dark pantry moment of complete decay and destruction. And, who am I? What am I even doing with my life? And I realised that, I work in so many fields where I help people on a physical level, on a spiritual level, nutritional, but what about the emotional side? And, if you have long-term trauma or, all those sorts of things, I don't think you can truly be well. So
the whole being is a
holistic being. And I went through a personal journey last year, feeling a lot of emotional stuff, and a lot came up for me, a lot of trauma. I was diagnosed with PTSD, and worked. I did my work. I did my work.
Especially studying something like counselling.
And then to be triggered by that, and
you go through the whole process.
Again,
exactly.
But that's what you'll give to others by you going through that process.
And to be on the other side of that journey is just a profound place to be. I remember my counsellor saying to me, he said, because I know it's scary for you to do this work, he said, and what you can see is a big wall of fire in front of you. He goes, and I can't tell you that on the other side of that fire is this beautiful oasis. And it's calm and it's free and it's liberating. And all you see is fire. But if you hold my hand, I'll step you through that fire to the water. And he did.
Wow.
And he's an amazing man, and he is a real mentor for me as a counsellor. And I hope to be able to hold other people's hands while they step through that fire, and to find that freedom and liberation from whatever we carry emotionally, whether it's new or old stuff, is very powerful. So I'll be opening my practice, and part of January will be starting to grow organically, to allow it to evolve slowly, my private counselling practice.
I'm sure you'll be holding a lot of people's hands. You can see that having those mentors in your life.
So important.
You can mentor others.
I'm going to.
I know you will.
You do already, just with fermentation at the moment in gut health. It's just growing and growing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful that how you combine all the different aspects, like business in general, but like being a doula, understanding the birthing process, like really allowing your creativity, being calm. It's like everything, fermentation, everything is just coming together and taking people in the hands.
And I think all of it's very, I guess my philosophy when it comes to business and healing is being person-centered.
Yeah.
You know, it's meeting someone where they're at and walking alongside them.
Yeah.
It's not
And seeing that potential.
seeing
that
believing in
oasis.
somebody.
Exactly,
Yes.
because you see it already.
Yes, and telling them I can see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you can't.
No, but I know
can.
it,
And if
exactly.
you come with me, and you know, and do your work, you'll find it.
Yeah.
And it's not being a professional telling people what to do.
No.
And
Just listening.
and believing in them. Yeah.
There is an amazing TED Talk. Did you have a lollipop moment? I will share that in the group later as well. It's
I like that.
beautiful. There's this one guy and he gave a girl a lollipop who didn't want to go to that university on that day. It was her first day and she was completely scared. And just because he just was dressed up in the weirdest clothes and she just thought when she received that lollipop, you are fine here at school, looking the way you do, I'll be perfect.
I'll be fine.
And he just said, so good to have you here, welcome.
Oh.
And that like for her clicked and she finished, and when he had his graduation, she came up to him and said, thank you so much for this lollipop moment. And he's now teaching leadership and everything, and it's really believing, and they didn't know each other
And
at that
disarming
stage.
someone. I think we put up these barriers of fear or trying to, you know, protect ourselves somehow and act bigger than what we are because we're scared. And we're scared people will judge us or that we're not good enough.
Yeah.
And if you realise that if we all just disarm that mask,
But it's scary because we
I
don't
love
know
you
who
for
that
that.
person's going to be if we take that mask.
and we're all just in it together, and we're going to be okay.
I know.
We will. Life's not always easy, but we're going to be okay. But we need our tribe, and we need people who say, I believe in you. People just recognize yourself and just be.
Yeah, just being wow.
And shine.
That's it, and shine and understand sometimes. What I find is that when we look at weaknesses, when we look at them from a different perspective, suddenly they become these incredible strengths. Like when you started like fermentation, other people would say, oh my gosh, you're so weird. And you might have judged yourself at the beginning as well, but now it's an incredible strength of yours.
Yes.
And it became part of your toolkit. Something people just need to be weird.
Absolutely. Embrace the weird.
And if everybody becomes weird, then we're all normal again.
It's standing out.
It's just,
It's our uniqueness, and we all have something that defines us as weird and unique and fantastic.
So if I can ask, tell us a little bit about yourself. So we've been talking about your business, but maybe usually I would ask for like watershed moments, like the moments that defined your life. But in your case, I would ask for fermentation styles.
Okay, let's work it into a fermentation metaphor because I tend to. That makes sense to me.
Speaking your language. I love that language, actually. It's amazing.
It's a powerful language.
Yeah.
About me, I think I'm a mum. You know, I'm a solo mum. I'm a solo co-parent, and I'm a very proud co-parent.
Beautiful.
I'm very proud to have made co-parenting work for me and my son's dad. So I want to do a shout out to that. It's something that's I think a lot of people see where we're at in our co-parenting and just, oh my gosh, I wish we could get there. I thought, don't worry, I never thought we could get there either. But we have, and I'm really proud of that. So I think that's worthy of mentioning. And that takes work. And being humble, and a lot of those sort of moments as well. Yes, I've got a beautiful 8-year-old boy who is my wealth. Look, I've lived quite a big life, and I've done a lot of things. I've travelled a lot. I've lived in a lot of places. I tend to collect some pretty profound and big life experiences as I go along, and they certainly shaped me and made me pretty strong and brave. I'm proud of that. I wear a few battle scars, and I wear them with a fair bit of pride these days, and I think we shouldn't be scared of those either.
You've seen the beauty in your vulnerability. It's so beautiful. When you see someone vulnerable, you can connect on a better level.
And I wonder if social media, I think there's a lot of people doing very vulnerable, authentic, humble things on social media, but like we said, there's a lot of flashy, glitzy things as well, and I like to share some of my vulnerabilities because I don't want to be looked at as this person that everything's just amazing and touring and this and that, because it's not. It's it can be humble and boring or traumatic or emotional. There's all that side of the human experience as well. So, you know, I think that's important.
Yeah. Staying true to yourself.
Yeah.
Then you're approachable because some people think it's you know, depending on where everyone is.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I don't want to.
Can you say hi to them here when I see her on the street?
Yeah, or I go to someone's house and they
Yeah.
cook me dinner and they go, oh, I'm so sorry, it's not organic. And I think, oh my goodness, are you serious? Like, I don't judge you. I'm just so humbled that you've made a meal for me or invited me into your home. I don't do judgment. I don't do pedestals. I don't do gurus. I don't do anyone. I think I don't look at anyone like that. Everyone's a human living a human experience.
Yeah. What are your biggest teachers? Who were?
My mentors. I've had a lot in my time. I've had a beautiful shamanic teacher who was a very powerful and profound teacher for me at the time. You know, he taught me some beautiful things. He really taught me that wisdom is healed pain. And that was a big moment for me, where someone who had a lot of pain a few years ago, a lot of trauma that I'd collected in my life. And I felt defined by that, and you know, I felt very sorry for myself. I felt a real victim to my pain and my trauma. And then when I healed it, I went, wow, this is where wisdom comes from. So that was quite special to be taught that. And to be taught, you know, a very humble path, walking the earth as a shamanic practitioner, really connecting to the spirit of the land. And the spirit of this land on the Central Coast particularly. It was beautiful. My counsellor's a very strong mentor for me, and he held my hand through the fire and embraced me on the other end in the oasis. Is beautiful. And my friends, I think they're my mentors, you know, doing extraordinary things. I have friends, real friends all over the country, all over the world. But you know, my real friends are humble people doing beautiful things. They're family people, they're business owners, one of my best friends is a dairy farmer, you know, and she gets up at 5 o'clock every morning with her husband and day in, day out, every day of the year, and they don't get Christmas off, they, you know, people who just work hard and work with love, and whatever they do it with love.
It's actually love.
Simple, really.
It is.
It's simple and it's so complicated.
It's having the wisdom in that simplicity too.
I think that is that saying that before enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. And when I was out there this morning just sweeping the leaves off the path, you know, I've travelled through Asia, and I love Cambodia and Laos, and every morning the Buddhist monks get up and they sweep the path, and they might be the most enlightened beings you could come across, and they still need to do those humble daily tasks, sweep, chop wood, carry water. You're never too big for that. You're never too big to connect with humans and to share love.
What are the things when you do something that really makes you feel alive? Will you just feel this energy besides fermenting?
That's a tricky question.
Just like, okay,
well.
besides fermenting. Because when you were talking about like the Buddhist monks who are traveling and they still do the humble work. And
elsewhere that gives you that alive.
Yeah, I think so. I think I feel alive when I feel free and unrestrained. Whether that's physically, I feel alive when I'm in the ocean, if I'm catching a wave, if I'm on a paddleboard. I like to body surf.
Okay, cool.
I'm actually learning to surf at the moment.
Likewise.
We should go somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Really big, thick foam board.
I'm just trying to get one in my size.
But I'm learning. You know, I've got. You know, I've done a lot of water-based activities. I was a dive master for a long time, and I always felt very free being underwater. This whole different world.
But it's a very different world, isn't it? From being underwater, being on top of water. It's again when we talk about vulnerability. When I'm underwater and I see a shark, I love them.
Yes.
When I'm on top of water and I'm like, is there a shark?
People used to say to me when I dive, "Aren't you scared of sharks?" Because I can see them.
They're amazing.
They're amazing.
Once you're under,
Indeed it is though.
It's their world.
Yeah.
You've got to respect their world.
Yeah. And you allow them
Yeah.
weird animals underwater for sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so water.
Yeah. Water is a big one. When I travel, I feel free.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
with no, I've done a lot of backpacking, a lot of traveling, and with no agenda, no time frames, no meetings, no classes. Spontaneity. Yeah.
Are you traveling with your little one as well?
I like to.
How
I'm
is
planning.
that?
Yeah, I'm planning to go to San Diego actually this next year, 2019, with him.
Yeah.
I have some friends over there, and I think we'll go to Hawaii and San Diego.
Oh,
and do a bit of R&D, a bit of worky kind of stuff, as well as just traveling.
Beautiful.
Yeah, never been. Yeah, I prefer more sort of adventure-based travel. Sounds very conservative place to go, but yeah, there's a lot of great things happening over there in terms of fermentation and traditional nutrition and health. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Big movement of a lot of that really traditional health and ancestral foods and things like that. So
Honestly, Hawaii will just, that spirit will just so welcome you.
it's always called me. So we'll go there hopefully next year.
And you can work with that movie Moana.
Oh, isn't it beautiful? And that movie is a metaphor for the hero's journey as well. You know, the ancestors call her.
The life of she is.
The ancestor call. And she doesn't rest until she answers the call.
That really was just specifically everything.
Oh, it really.
Moana, everyone.
Just
Oh, we're so over that. We're watching that.
But you were talking about trees too, walking through.
Yeah, I have a, you know, I've been on a big spiritual journey. I have a strong, I call myself a pantheist, you know, spirit is everything and everything is spirit. And I sense deeply, I think, and we all do, we just need to listen, we need to be open to, you know, the spirit of the land and the spirit of the trees. And when I lived on my property, we had a big off-grid property, 180 acres of rainforest and bush, and you know, I had this strong connection to the trees, to a particular couple of trees, and they woke me up. They shook me and they woke me, and they woke me spiritually.
Wow.
They really are. And I went through a separation, and I sold my property. I moved off the land, and it was, you know, quite an emotional time, as you can imagine. But the thing I used to cry for was my trees, because I missed them. And then I realised, some people are like, oh my gosh, where's she going with this? But then I realised that, you know, you can actually connect with the trees through other trees. And so, they have this big root network of communication. So I'd go to Wingham Brush, up where I used to live, big trees, these grand oak trees, and their presence and their energy was just palpable. And I'd sit with them, and I'd talk to them, and I'd communicate with my trees on my property through them. And I realised that we're always connected. And then since moving here, that Angulphora forest at Maitland Bay, there's my girl here, this beautiful tree out the front, really powerful. And the Angulphora trees, I think they're the grandmothers, and they transmute a lot of our grief and our pain as well. And the number of times I've cried to those trees, and they've taken it, and they've taken it to the earth. They can hold that. And I think nature can hold what we can't hold. When our cup's too full, we always have nature. We always have the oceans. We always have the trees. We always have the earth. And that's been there for thousands of generations to hold what we don't have the capacity to hold anymore.
Just be able to share it all together, just being with it all together, just give, take, it's that flow.
What would you recommend if someone wants to get into that? Like, if someone is in a lot of pain at the moment and doesn't feel comfortable to share with another human, how would you recommend someone to just connect with?
I think it's okay to feel the pain. I think a lot of people shy away from uncomfortable feelings, whether it's grief or trauma or just pure being bashed and stuffed in a jar in the dark.
In everything I want.
Salt thrown on your wounds. And that's actually an okay place to be. It might not be where you want to stay, but I think to honour where you're at. A long time ago, I'm going to share this, 13 years ago I lost my partner to suicide. And I didn't know how to deal with the grief because I was very young. I was 21, 22, and I dealt with it in the only way I was equipped at the time, which was by numbing with drugs and alcohol, because I didn't want to feel, the grief was so profound and so big, I couldn't hold that vessel. Physically it broke me, my spirit, my heart, my body was broken. And so I numbed it, and I numbed it, and I numbed it, and I kept going, and I put up a happy face, and then in my own private time, it was very dark. And that, I carried that for 13 years. Wow. And it was only in the last few years that I really unpacked that and allowed myself to feel it and to heal it and to take it to the trees and to walk it on the earth and to scream it to the ocean and to feel it and to be really ugly when I felt it, to cry and sweat running down my face, and you wouldn't put that on Instagram. I'll tell you what,
That's
I wasn't shining, but it was.
Being alive, but you're alive too. You feel feeling that.
And to feel it, you can process it and you can move through it. And if we just keep going and going and we don't stop and we don't honour it and we don't, and if we acknowledge, if it's bigger than us, we take it to someone or we take it to the earth.
Would you just sit next to a tree?
Introduce yourself. Hold it, feel it.
Introduce yourself. If there is someone who has no clue how to introduce themselves.
How would honestly, you thought we were just going to talk about fermentation. So how one introduces themselves to a tree. I believe spirit is everything and everything is spirit. Everything has an energetic flow. Including plants, including trees, including animals, and the rocks, the stone people. It's so fun, on an energetic level. Sometimes I'll actually go up to a tree, you wouldn't go up to a stranger and hug them without warning, I'll actually,
depends.
well, free hugs in the street or something. Often if I'm going to a tree that I feel a connection with, I'll actually sort of give it a little introduction and go up and touch it and feel that energy flow, be barefoot, really feel yourself being grounded with the earth below as well. Feel the elements, feel the around your skin, listen to the birds, listen to what's going on around you. The earth's whisper. And sometimes we forget to listen. But if we listen, there's a lot of lessons to listen. It's frightening.
I can't wait to sit with you again in a year's time when you're running your counselling.
I might not be here. I might be under a tree with
exactly.
Which is my plan as well, to really bring in some of that earth wisdom and the earth medicine. And that's not for everybody, I'll acknowledge. Some people just go, nah, too hippy-dippy for me. And that's their journey.
They might not be ready for that.
It'll be interesting to see who's coming.
And I think with anything, you guys will get this too with your clients, the people who are meant to come to you will come to you, and which is why I believe there's enough for everybody in terms of doing like-minded businesses and things, because we all have the people that need to hear what we have or need to be taken on the journey with, the right people will come. And, for us and for everybody, they say, again, that saying, when the student's ready, the teacher will come. And we'll have more teachers in our time as we go, and that might
more students.
And more students.
It just means we have more students.
Working together too. Working together.
And the teacher might be a tree. It might not be a
person. It might not come in the form that
it might not be a professional. It might be a bird. There's teachers everywhere.
Well, I'm going to leave this. What is one small gesture from a stranger that's impacted you? That sort of felt like to flow into that conversation?
Look, I'm really humbled. I get a lot of really beautiful support on social media, which I'm grateful for. I think it's wonderful. And when you've got a small business, and when I have a fermenting business, which is a very, practical business, but I do share some of my vulnerabilities, some of my spiritual inklings and things, and to have people who I don't know and I've never met who just say things like, I believe in you, or, you've really helped me, or, you've really transformed the way my family eats, or the way we view food and connection and spirit. That's humbling. I went through some quite big emotional stuff this last year, and a lady who, she'd done one of my workshops. She could have been anywhere from Victoria to Queensland. I don't recall who she was. But she sent me an email and she said, I can see you're going through a lot right now. She goes, but just allow your microbes to carry you. You know, she goes, they won't let you down. Just let them carry you. You'll be okay.
Oh, beautiful.
And she was, and that stuck with me. I have a little jar of sauerkraut that's about 2 years old. It's on my kitchen bench and it's got feathers in it and it's got all these things, crystals all around it. And that was really my totemic, my totem of my microbes carrying me. And it's still there and it's vibrant and vital. And
Let's hope she's listening.
thank you.
Wow.
So again, just to have someone believe you.
Yeah.
Say, I see you, and I see maybe that, you know, what you're going through, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And you'll be okay.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Have you another question?
I was just going to ask you, what's your favourite place on the Central Coast that you would love to share with others? Your special place here, something that gives you, bringing aliveness.
What I love about the coast is I love the ocean. I love the beaches, and we're just so blessed with our beaches here.
Oh yeah,
my
and so
goodness.
many.
Where do you go? Beach
I know. Look, I live
Different
in a
winds.
down the street, but I think I might go here today. I could go anywhere. We're spoiled for choice, but I love the earth. I love the trees, and I love our bush just from back onto the ocean. So again, I adore Maitland Bay.
I know.
That's the thing with this question.
Although it is quite, people really are seeing how beautiful it is. But you have to walk to get there, so you have to be dedicated, which keeps out a lot of the riffraff, which is great. And you can find, beautiful spots of solitude around there. I love walking to Box Head. Pluto National Park's beautiful.
Yeah.
We used to live at Pretty Beach, and our back gate used to back on to just going out to the bush up there. So we'd walk up to Lobster Beach, and I remember having my son in a sling as a newborn, and every day, the walls closing on you sometimes, and you haven't slept, and I just walked to Boxford every day with him in the sling. And again, the trees through there, it's just stunning.
And the ocean.
Rocks, the ocean, the views, and so there's some of my favourite places. I love the local cafes. I love where people congregate. I love riding my bike along the Everyone waterfront. I love trying to skate my skateboard and kind of making a bit of a fool of myself, which I've been known to do on my skateboard. I love that. It's great. Yeah.
I've tried skateboarding.
Yeah, that was the one for me this year, was to learn to skate.
Cool.
And I can learn to skate, so...
Your little one is teaching you a bit about that?
No, he doesn't know how to. Yeah, he's
learning together.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah. It's pretty fun thing to do. I grew up playing piano, and I grew up singing, actually.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
I'm an appreciator of music, very much so.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite band, Jar?
I think you said a quote before that made me think of Narco, Medicine for People, and I can't remember what it was, but I was gonna break into song because you said a quote from one of his songs. I play a lot of him at the moment. I love Trevor Hall. Play a lot of Trevor Hall at the moment. A lot of good stuff. I like to road trip to. I do a lot of driving, so good music is.
So you're always road tripping?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I mean, look, I love to be home based. Part of my counselling practice is to be more home based. I really had to work out what I want, and I figured I can't travel the country with cabbages for the rest of my life. I will for a while because I love it, but I want to be based here. I love the coast. I love bringing people home. So, a lot of the time when I don't have my son or his dad, I travel on tour when I'm home. My house, because I love it.
It's beautiful to show people like fermentation, even not just in a sterile seminar room, but like when people, that's what I find when I get people into my home, it's just such a different energy, and they just, even though I might even share less knowledge, whatever that means, they just walk away with so much more because they actually can see like, oh shit, she can really do that.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, it's actually really working. So it's a very different level of inspiration.
I agree.
For them. It's like giving them a glimpse of the oasis. Like you can actually build that.
And I think I used to do classes and people go, oh, I'd love to see your kitchen. And I went, oh, no.
You sure about that one?
But having classes here, I said, look, this is how it works. Like in a real world application. And I live what I preach. I don't just turn up on stage or in a cooking school and go, oh, you should do this. And you'll go, yeah, all right, easy for you to say.
It's new art.
Yeah, and when I have classes from home, I mean, tonight's a kombucha class, but I'll go, oh, actually, I want to show you this, and I'll show them some infused herbs in honey.
And you can.
Oh, look, here's my vinegar going on. Oh my goodness. Because you can just really, you can go into different tangents, and they can see how my life works and how I make it work for me. And when it comes to fermentation and everything, like just because I teach it, just because I can do all these things doesn't mean that I always do, because they don't necessarily fit with my lifestyle. So people say, do you make sourdough? I love it. I can. I do occasionally, but no, not every day, because I travel and I don't feed a sourdough starter. So this is how it works for me in my home and in my kitchen. And I say, well, you make it work for you in your home, in your kitchen, with your family. And even someone came up to me once and said, oh, I loved your class, I learnt so much, but I'm sorry, I haven't made sauerkraut since I buy it. Like, great, power to you. You know, you
were consuming it.
Yeah. If you walked away and learnt why it's good, what it would do for you, why it's good for you, and you felt inspired to incorporate it into your food, power to you. Fantastic. You don't just need to do more and more and more and more, but you need to work smart, make things work into your lifestyle, into your family's cycles. So that's what I try and teach, is how I make it work for me as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, if someone just says, look, I've been to your class and I'm buying it, but let that sourdough do its job. In 1 or 2 years' time, potentially.
Absolutely.
Also that person starts like, oh, there was this class, maybe I just go back and see, because now I see the benefits, even more, and I feel the benefits and the sauerkraut keeps working in you.
That's right. And like life, I think we continually come back to things and see deeper truths, and we learn more each time. I had something we've done my classes a couple of times, and one lady she's done my class 3 times, and I pulled her up and I said, am I not teaching it in a way that you can understand? No offense, I'll come to your house, I'll give you a free class if you just don't get it. Like, I'd like you to learn. And she went, oh look, I just love coming. I just learn something new each time. And I come away, sometimes I'm not ready to hear what you're teaching me, but the next time I learn something else, and the third time I learned something else. So
that is so powerful, by the way. Like just the law of repetition, coming back to it. Visiting it again. So if anybody wants to come tonight or tomorrow,
I think I have one. But next year I'll be running more classes from home. But I run fermenting classes everywhere. Sydney, Central Coast, Newcastle. I'll do a couple of tours next year maybe. I think I'll take my fermenting to Dubbo and Orrington, Mudgee, Bathurst area. I'd love to take it to Tamworth and Armidale as well. I love regional towns. I tend to go to Queensland a lot because I've got a strong connection up there. Although I've got a lot of
followers up there.
I do. I've got like
coming home.
Coming home. But big call to go to the West Coast, over to Perth. Energetically calling as well, because I come to Perth.
Community over there too.
Yeah, there is. Very big conscious. It's a big health-minded, conscious communities everywhere we go. But certainly the West Coast is huge.
Yeah, it's beautiful when both merge. Like when you bring something over and then you bring something back. Again, usually when you travel, I believe you will get something as well.
Absolutely.
Like you said, like collecting wild weeds. So I mean, there will be very different weeds again.
Absolutely, and different flavors and ideas, and I encourage people to, as us as business owners, to attend each other's classes and go to, I used to be embarrassed to go to someone else's food workshop thinking, oh, I might show that I don't know something, or it's like, maybe it would imply
I'm just
that
here to steal.
or
Like,
here to
no, that's the other
steal
thing.
your IP or something,
Yeah.
but actually I'm here to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe I might not just learn what you're teaching on a physiological kind of nutritional level, but what's your take on food? What what drives you with food and nutrition? How does it work with your families? And I think that's beautiful too.
How we all grow together.
Yeah.
By learning from each other.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
It's been amazing.
It is good. Yeah, we went kind of in a journey, eh?
I know. It's very hard.
Yeah. So good to meet each other. To have you back on the coast.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm glad
Yeah.
I came a little bit before you, but not back. I just came to the coast.
yeah, you
No, it's beautiful.
established, and,
Yeah.
and doing beautiful things in your own way and in your way as well. So
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Let's let the Central Coast shine even more.
Absolutely.
You will share your event into the group if people want to join.
Yeah,
they can.
absolutely.
Just please do that.
Absolutely.
So they
Well,
know
yes,
exactly.
you've got
So
other
they know where it
books
is.
I think I am, yeah.
Plenty next to that.
Yeah, and so my business is Fermenting Australia on Facebook, Fermenting_Australia on Instagram.
Okay.
My Gut Warriors is The Gut Warriors,
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
And my fermenting website will be coming up I'm not doing anything in January, except launching a website and launching a business
Yeah.
and things.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Planning the tour.
Planning tours.
It's a fun stuff.
And at the moment my counselling business is just on Facebook and it's called Earth and Bone Shamanic Counselling. Earth and Bone Shamanic Holistic Counselling. And I'm playing with that. I don't want to alienate people because it's not just about earth and bone and shamanic work, but that's certainly I think that's
where we
good to
are.
you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But we are.
And you can't hide who you are.
No.
The
right people will come.
Celebrate.
And in worst case, just get in touch with you.
Yeah.
Your text
call.
in
Just
the
say hello.
Exactly. Just say hello.
Yeah, if you see me hugging a tree.
We're very huggable
I
people.
like that, exactly. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
you.
Wish you a beautiful Christmas. Beautiful New Year.
We hear the cicadas.
Yeah,
Exactly.
summer's here.
I give that one to you and I'll just turn it off. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody who watched.
Thanks for tuning in.
Wow, how exciting.